Okay, hello and welcome. I hope everyone's doing well. I'm doing pretty good. Time for a bit of a sore neck. Let's continue our Demonologist campaign. Now, let's see. What are we doing? Oh yes, we had taken over the Cocytus, the cold section of Inferno, generating for us a nice amount of gold and also sacrifices, which is what we need mostly at the moment now. More sacrifices is good. We have lost our initial citadel. There's some powerful armies roaming around, and one of them's busy small army is busy taking these regions, I believe. I'd like to hold on to Neotha, but we have the majority of our force in this Ice Shroud stronghold, which is the one of the enemy factions made, purple here, which is, I don't actually know which lord or which faction this is. It might be the Witch, but focused on cold or something like that, because it's got these frost giants in it, as well as a bunch of these anthrophage, these hydras, this root monster, some trolls, but it also had these like cloud archers, which we actually have some of, because I'm able to recruit them from their building here, which are very handy. These mist warriors, they're really good. What else did they have? Can't remember. They had some other types of like frost troops, and we have necromancers over here. Our army here is pretty large. This is our second army. Our main one's still in Cocytus, led by what's his name? What's the character I called him? Egrimm Van Horstmann. That's right. But our second army here is getting up in power, waiting on sacrifices. We've been summoning some powerful greater demons, like this one here. And we even have a demon lord in Abaddon the Archdevil, which was quite a lucky catch. Though he has lost an eye in our service, but he is pretty powerful. Also summons a lot of creatures in combat. A bunch of shades and fiery imps and a lot of meteors. So it's pretty nice. I wish he had to hang back in battle a little bit more. But oh well. At the moment, I've really just been thinking about whether we'd have enough troops to attack the enemy. I think I'm underestimating the strength of our demon forces. And I don't remember where all the enemy troops are. This isn't their main army, I'm pretty sure. They had one which had like 5 titans in it, unless I defeated that. Did I... We didn't have a battle, so... Okay. Egrimm here is poised to go through the portal, but there was an army around here. And I'm a bit hesitant to go back to Elysium. His army is pretty strong. We've got a lot of these Bloodsworn, which are really good. I mean, they're pretty good. They've got large shields and they have 5 regeneration, so they're pretty tough frontline troops. They're not anything amazing, but nah. I mean, against, you know, equivalent troops like these guys, they'll win. Was I going to do anything with you? Turgin got updated to a Gothic Master. 500 for another Demon Lord. We get a 60 per turn. See, last time when we summoned Abaddon, I think it said the constellation is perfect for favorable for control. And I think maybe it was like something like this. But it was at least perfect for control. Which I kind of want to hold off on until I get something similar, because if I summon a Demon Lord, I don't want them to go rampaging against me. That would be bad. Do I want to attack you? Cold imps, fire imps, these bone devils. Got a bunch of succubus. If I attack them... Oh, we also have this ice devil. If I attack them, I'm going to get my succubus to use their assassination charm. So we could maybe charm this. You have a magic resistance of 8. You're not immune to mind control. And you'd be pretty useful. What forces have you got in the army? Ah, those. We have fire, so we'd be able to deal with the trolls and the Hydra. These guys are, well, they'd be good against our imps. That's the thing at the moment. We're kind of lacking in, like, tougher units. These imps are alright, but they need screening by stronger units. And we've got this guy, and I guess the Bone Devils. But in combat, the imps are going to be in the front line. Turgon's up here because he has a death wish. Which is a bit of a pain. You can't move. Let me just end turn. Okay, you're right there. I mean, you moved out of the forest, so that's good. No. You have a great Raven of Frost. I think this is... We can see this because, yeah, it has stealth. I think this is the only unit in their army which can cast spells. Unless they've got some invisible spellcasters. Oh, this can cast Frost Magic level 2. Do you have protection against frost? No, you got protection against fire. I don't think I've got anything which gives protection against frost. Oh, hang on. I might. You. Yes. Give your frost brand to... him. You don't need it. You should already have, yeah, 100% cold resistance. And, like, dealing some frost damage in melee. What do you have without it? Dagger. And a palm tail. Okay, fine. That's fine. Whatever. But now Turgon's got 100% fire and cold resistance. So he'll be protected from magic spells. Steel frost. Yeah, let's get rid of this army. I'm going to take all of my troops. And you enter the gateway. And go there. We protect this gateway. There's no enemies in here to take our holdings in here. So this is all pretty safe. They would have to go through the gateway or create another gateway. Maybe getting one of those scrolls which teleport them to Cocytus. But, you know, we're the Demonologist. We have an easier time of getting there. Well, we converted some of their soldiers. Battles are going to be noisy. Speed it up. There's a lot of buffing and there's going to be a lot of didgeridoos as we summon long dead. And imps. At any moment now, we'll start fighting. There we go. Yeah, he doesn't need a sword at all. It's like a flamethrower. Whoa. Oh. Good thing I protected him. Very good. What's that doing? Weakened, I think. Ow! Okay, it could be a bit of a problem. It's gonna wipe out all of my imps if he gets a second cast of that off. Yes, good. Set them all on fire. Please hit this guy with burn soul or something. The great frost crow. They're sucking the life force from the bushes to heal themselves. Abaddon's summoning these demon locusts. But they're all behind my front lines, so they're not very useful. Enchanted sleep, eh? Can I see the spells? Frozen Heart, Frost, Falling Frost, Hailstorm. Ah, yeah, Hailstorm deals bludgeoning damage. That's why it was hurting them. And you've got Falling Frost, Ice Shards, Frost and Icicle. We have a Storm Demon here as well. Are you weakened or anything? No. Ow. My imps. Did they kill one of my succubus? I don't think so. I can see 4 of them. Ow. Please put that guy to sleep or something. Oh, we converted. Oh, we raised one of the giants. One of the trolls, I think, from death. We have a soulless giant. What was that? Bone Devil casts reanimation. Someone's one soulless. Cool. Could you please do that a bit more? We have quite a few dead, which would be around here now. It'd be nice if they left like little corpse icons on the squares so you could see how many of them there were. Please, attack this guy. We need him dead, not with frost. A little bit further to the right, I think. It's gonna cast it again. Be funny if Turgin here ends up getting killed by an arrow. He is actually invisible, so they might not be able to see him. I don't know how close they have to be to see him. Ow. Ow. Yeah, they're killing a bunch of my leaders. Damn it. All my mages. Kurgan's nearly dead. Ah, good. We killed the giant crow, frost crow, and we turned it into a carcass beast. It's got the map of the abyss still. Where was that? Yeah, Bone Devil casts Bolt upon life. Giant Raven of Frost takes 24 points of damage, dies, and is reanimated. Oh, this is a spellcaster too. I see a lot of debuffing spells, but not much in the way of like silver, which is what I want. Ow. Well, there's Turgon's dead. But armies grind each other into a... Great. Abaddon's asleep. But armies grind themselves into a fine dust. What do we do with? The chest wound. Good, he said. Star showers, that was useful. Very good. My poor army. Where destroyed bush is no longer paralyzed. Well, I lost one of... Oh no, I've got all 4 of my succubus still. How many archdevils? You have 3 wounds. Death wish, debilitating wound, and chest wound. Oh, that's because you got the heart of life. Gives you false life and Hades immunity. Did you have? Oh, you got him feeble-minded. Oh, right. You lost all your spell casting. Great. I don't think I have anything which can regenerate your wounds. That gives you hit points. Oh, poor Turgon. Zenan was the only mortal spellcaster I kept. Which I guess is just as well, since he's the one who tells me the astrology. Move back to there. And... Stories at 300! Not that much last time. It was like 160. I just need to wait on... getting some more apprentices or whatever. Oh, we got rid of that army. Abaddon. What's the stars say at the moment? Hard to say if they're favorable. Maybe powerful. Who knows, basically. Demon Lieutenant, I think. Oh, great. Daniel, the Greater Devil. He has a firebrand and magic flowers. Well. Okay. We got firebrand and magic flowers. There's another army. Some bone devils just sitting there. Did they flee? Ah, yeah, here's the other army. Good lord, each one of these could cast Frost Storm. This is where my Bloodsworn here would be useful. Maybe. I mean, if you get like all 6 of those casting Frost... what's it called? Hailstorm or whatever. In every 2 turns. Like, one of them then could just regenerate. 2 or 3 of them, yeah. 6 of them? Jeez, how would you fight against that? You'd have to have guys which are immune to blunt. It's only like 1 to 4 points of damage, but that stacks up. What have you got? Sword of Enfeeblement. Weakness on hit. Let's use that again. Good, we get you this time. Glacier... Iabolus? Yeah, maybe. Looks like an L. Labolis? Firebrand and Scroll of Heavenly Ascension. Teleports the entire army somewhere. I think to the Celestial Realm. The proudest of all the devils. The greater devils love to fly around and cause the sinners to cower in fear and awe. Apart from impressing sinners, the greater devils also like to uphold discipline among the lesser devils and administer the necessary tortures to keep them in line. They don't really have anything like Hellfire or Hailstorm. Impish Horde. Great, a bunch of bone imps. I mean, they're immune to cold. They're not immune to, bludgeoning. Oh. This is going to go poorly. Frost King. What have you got? Gem of Flying. Oh right, yeah, it gives you float. Yeah, these Frost Titans are fearsome. Not so much because of their melee capabilities or their hit points, which are already pretty good. Or armor, 151 hit points, but because of their spellcasting. Be nice if greater devil summoning would summon more. Is there a spell which summons more greater devils? Infernal Horde, perhaps? Small horde of low-ranking demons. Devilish Throng. A large number of devils and imps. Yeah, maybe this one. That's why I had Turgid, because he was a Gothic master and he was able to cast that for half price. I mean, Egrimm's a Gothic master as well, but... Your catapult's my catapult now. Why are they all getting poisoned? There's a poison cloud around this base or something. Come on! You can't do anything, it's a catapult. There we go. Very good. Kind of feel like doing a Dominions playthrough at some point. I'm not really good at Dominions. I think it's a lot more complicated than this game. And I've played quite a few hours of it. But a lot of that was Dominions 4. I played a little bit of 5 and I've played a bit more of 6. But that's all quite recently. Hello? Are you gonna finish loading? Something's causing it to slow down. Yeah. Image in the background's moving less and less. Ah, damn it. We're not too many turns in. Do I want to quit it, or... Because it hasn't frozen, but it seems like it's stuck in a loop or something. Okay. One moment. I guess this means that I get to redo that fight where we lost all of our troops. Maybe I could just do that again. Maybe it'll play out differently. I might lose all of my guys earlier on. That's annoying. Yeah, so you're there. Like, I'd prefer if you attacked here. I could protect this place better. Considering that fight, I'm just going to sit in here. They can attack me for all I care. Do I have any spells which affect the entire map? Entire battlefield. Hellfire. Slow to cast. Well, you weren't using that. He's got so many other spells. Chances of him casting, like, Hellfire is rather low. That is one thing I like better in Dominions. You can tell your spellcasters to cast specific spells in a specific order. So you can say, start with, buff the entire army's resistance to frost. Then, buff the entire army's speed. Then, buff the entire army's, like, resistance to blunt. And then, just do whatever else. But it helps. It's, you know, Dominions has more control over the battles. It's still not 100% control. And I do kind of like that you have no control over battles in this game. But, you know, it's like, oh, I could just tell them to do what I want them to do. That battle would have gone well. But you don't have that you don't have that option in this. What's the ring of protection do? I think that just increases armor, doesn't it? MR +2, armor bonus +1. Yeah, you can have that. Oh, right. I need to do this. I mean, that didn't protect you from the frost, the hailstorm, because that was blunt. Do I have anything which gives, like, blunt resistance? If it's 1 to 4, I mean, you have armor 0. I could give you the ring of protection. And that would increase your armor to 2, I think. 1. Like, armor 1. Then I could give you, like, suit of armor? This gives armor 2. That gives you armor 3. You would need to have gloves or boots which increase your armor now. And I think only Egrimm's got that. Because he's got this silver gauntlets. Oh, that doesn't give you extra armor. Okay, I mean, three armor is pretty good for a spellcaster. It's going to be protecting him from most of the damage. You really want regeneration. It just gives you so much. During battles, they regenerate their hit points. After battles, if they have any wounds, they heal them. Because the accumulation of wounds is something which really affects your lords. As it is in Dominions. Your pretender might be a very powerful being, but if it ends up having an eye lost, a chest wound, battle fright, and everything else, it But there is something around that. There's like a poison cloud around the tower. Oh, you're moving down here. I'd prefer if you didn't. Hello, welcome. Yep, lots of boinging. Ah, that's that other army as well. So what's the, looking favorable? Would be powerful. Well, if not now. Oh, great. Well, we summoned that dude. Going on, the monster of fraud. Can we go and see his... he was here. I think. No, he was down here. So you can see he's actually disappeared from his settlement down here. Because we summoned him up to Elysium. And then he decided he wasn't going to join us, have any of our... wasn't going to take any of our guff, and is actually fighting us. If we kill him here, we'll be able to take his magic items, but then he'll get banished back to Inferno. I don't like my chances with Egrimm of taking on that other this army here. These are scary. So my sacrifice is gone. No. Let's see, how well do we fight him? He stunned all of us. What was that spell? Mass command? Yeah, mass command just stuns all enemies. Mass control. Enslave. 25 burst. Bewilderment, enslave, hold, confusion. Agony, summon imps, strength, spontaneous combustion. Stronger. Yeah, get hit by meteor. Is he immune to charm? Yeah, charm immunity. Burn! He's got a never healing wound. No? I think he was stunned or put to sleep or something. got an Amulet of Hate and a spell scroll level 1. Is it going to have the same problem as before? Man, I'm really not having any luck with these games, with these campaigns at all, am I? Someone else I've been talking to has been playing like campaigns with all the different factions, and they had no problems whatsoever through all of them. Yeah, that seems like it's getting stuck in the loop again. Just because it's like, you know, because it's like, it looks like it's taking longer each time it moves. Oh no, it's speeding up again. Okay, there we go. Must have just been trying to resolve something. My huge amounts of summoning. On that. One moment. Okay. Right, both of these armies have moved down here. Oh, I don't like that. What do I want? A catapult, I guess. I don't think Egrimm's going to survive. There's 5 catapults in there. Can I deal with any of these? Probably not. And I'm... Well, no, I'm actually a few more sacrifices off. I best teleport. I could just teleport my army to hell, but... I'd need one more turn. How many have I got? 149. I mean, I could use Personal Gate. That would just send Egrimm there. It's best to just sit in the tower. Yeah, there's something on turnover which is causing the game to slow down a lot. Oh, okay. Well... I was going to say, if you're not going to attack me, I can't run from you. But if I transfer all units into your army, then I could cast mass teleport, which would teleport my entire army into Inferno. I could end up in another section of Inferno other than Cocytus, which would be useful. Nope. Straight into Cocytus. I do get out of that sticky situation. Oh, looks like Garion hasn't appeared back there. I guess it will take a little while for him to convalesce again. Without him there, I could potentially take that. We'll leave our catapult there. No, I killed one of you guys. And you turned my catapult into a frog, and you killed the frog. Very good. I want this citadel down here, so we'll take that. You tried the codename Outbreak game, and it really is pre-Stalker, but it was a little bit too janky to continue. Ooh, dear. Oh well. That goes to show that they've been learning every release then. What's this? Oh, right. This army. The mighty army of the undead. With one catapult. And the gravedigger. You just have to wait for more sacrifices. I think they killed my Demonologist. Like you shot in the Bloodsworn. Oh, right, it's a ballista. That's why it's dealing so much damage. 38 hit points. What the heck was that? Mass Fear or something. Rain of Blood. Who cast that? Demonologist. Theirs, I'm guessing. Yeah, Rain of Blood. 1 to 7 versus morale. Oh no, blood! So scary. Stop fleeing, you cowards! I think they killed Egrimm. Damn it. These spells which hit the entire battlefield are really nasty. Well, so much for my blood spawn. I was thinking we might win this, but I'm not so sure. These hellhounds here are really being a pain. They've got it's got 3 hit points, 8 hit points left. But they just keep hitting us with flame. And nobody's attacking them. So we're going to attack the gates. Stop casting fear on it! Good, you killed the Demonologist. Somehow that guy got up onto the wall. Oh, because we destroyed it. Ay, ay, ay. A bunch of our blood sword popped back up again, but they've got so many wounds. Hey. But we lost so much. So what does this settlement here give us anyway? Oh. I guess nothing else. Just the usual sins of Bloodsworn. Great. It's just like this one. I mean, it gives us 3 gold. Whoa. Yeah, it doesn't seem worth taking over the cities. Like, I mean, unless you want a bit of extra gold. This one gives 1. That gives 1. Now, this one is a bit more worth it. It gives 5 gold and 4 sacrifices and 2 trade. And that would be easier to take, I think. Because it's just got wooden gates. Doesn't have the magical gates. Oh, we've lost the, stop walls I have. It would have gone better if I'd had, like, 6 catapults, but, yeah. I'd say, for the most part, you just want to leave these alone. Much better to just take the surrounding environments. I took it to see whether it would give me, you know, any unique, recruitments. Maybe I could recruit demons and devils directly from there. Like how I could get, you know, all this from here, but no. It's interesting I can recruit these, imps and devils up here in Elysium, but I can't do that in Inferno. Now, the sacrifice cost implies that I'm actually summoning them, I guess, but well, I can't do much here now. I don't have any spellcasters. Go and attack the undead. I think this game's pretty much over. There's not much I can do against the enemy, so let's see a massive fight versus the undead. Make me feel better. Wow, okay, spells could just hit across the entire battlefield. You charmed the Gravedigger. Now, I was wondering about that. Whether a spell has a range. I guess, no, because it was a assassination move. It's like they're right next to him to cast it. Okay, so spells do have range, but that one doesn't because you're using it at the beginning of combat. Let the almighty grind begin. This is where I would want some Bloodsworn. Oh, there's a heavy infantry in the front surrounded by soulless. Why are you on the front line? Is it because you have the Amulet of Hate? You really shouldn't be up there. Yeah, well. We're not doing much in the way of killing. Okay, that's a little bit better. Good. I see your singular decay bolt. Let me turn that down a bit for you. It's a little noisy. Turn it down a bit more. What have you got? Yo, you got a fryer brand. Where'd you pick that up from? Look, again, you've got a Hellfire ability. Please cast this. It hits the entire battlefield. You might get around to it at some point. There we go. Okay, that does hit friendlies. I think 2 or 3 more tides would be pretty good. Okay, so if you want to if you end up summoning this guy, you really need to get an army which is immune to fire. just make like a fire-themed army. Because I'm just wiping out like half of my own army with whenever he casts that as well. Ah, look at this. Significantly less undead. Okay. Okay, I get the picture. We win. Oy. Those Bone Devils. They've got some nice spells in, I guess, Decay. But, their Summon Long Dead is not very useful. And they just keep doing it. Okay, I think that's about what I had the audio on before. Yeah. We won. Let me see. So, yeah, there's not really much of chance of me taking on the, why is there a crow on the city? I guess a crow, the Raven Spy, can't take the settlement. Yeah, there's not much chance of me taking on the witch at this point. If it is a witch. They're pretty powerful. And they're going to be taking all the stuff from Inferno. I think as I've lost Egrimm. I'm thinking I might actually just end this game here. Yeah. Yeah. I think I'll end the game here. We'll start another one as a different faction, but I think at this point it's not too much of a chance of me being able to rustle up an army to deal with these Frost Titans, which are down here. They are... like, what do we have that has, like, blunt resistance? I don't think really anything. And I don't think any of the devils or demons I've summoned have got that. You'd have to think up some answer to that. What would it be? I mean, that's just thinking on a purely, what can I do to avoid their Hellstorm spell? Because that's what, again, that's like 1 to 4 bludgeoning damage for the entire enemy army, pretty much. And we saw, I think when I was playing as kobolds, that spell was really powerful. As well as the fire version of it. Because it just sweeps the whole army in front of you. And And there's like a cold version of it, there's a fire version of it, and then there's a bludgeoning version of it, which physical damage, you would need units which have higher defense. So armor 4, something like this would be pretty well protected against it. So then it would come down less to having all these little extra imps and just having armies of like tougher devils. I guess it makes sense with the Titans being basically that. Yeah. And also hoping to find the magic items to protect your spellcasters. Because if they're sitting at the back, I mean, I don't have to have them in the army. I could actually keep my Demonologists and Gothic Masters in the settlement and have the demons go out with armies and fight them all, fight the enemies. I don't have to have the Demonologists in the army to keep them under control or anything. I've just been moving them all around because they do cast spells, and they are helpful during fights, but at this point, they're more of a liability, and you lose their power. So you'd want your battles to be... Well, you probably would want to keep Succubus in the battles. But something like this, which has got like Frost Devil, the Fire Demons, and Succubus for the assassination attempts. Dream Seduction. These guys are good. Getting a whole bunch of them to cast Meteor would be really useful. But, like Abaddon, I guess you could have the Fire Imps in its army. But, like, even then, I guess they're there for a screening purpose. But you'd be wanting to summon more of these guys, which doesn't always work. What spells do they get? Summon Fire. That's a elemental. Fire Cloud, Blood Boil with Flames. Blood Boil is a single target. Flames is a burst 3. Fire Cloud is a burst 9. Blood Burst is a 5. Strength is 3. Spontaneous Combustion is 3 strikes. What's Horde of the Night do? Oh, 1 to 8 shades. Right. Yeah. This guy's got a lot of summoning spells. Especially with the Book of Plagues, which summons these locusts. But... He's a good fighter. He's a good unit, don't get me wrong. Probably get rid of the Spider Wand. What would you replace that with? Rod of Death. Drained life? Maybe that would heal him a little bit. Wand of Combustion. Nah. Demon Whip? 1 to 15. He's already immune to fire. So he'd be using that just for the magical effect. For the magical attack. For the attacks, rather, but... Frostbrand? He's not immune to frost. So that would work well. Staff of the Night? Summons a Dire Wolf. Dark Cloud. You might want to avoid giving him items which give him other abilities to cast. Because if you want him to cast like Hellfire, deal with large enemy armies. He could be wanting to lessen the amount of things he has to choose from. So giving him that would make him immune to cold. The Book of Plagues... I mean, Scroll of Hades Journey we can get rid of. Torlefer's Ring, that gives 100% fire resistance and stealth, but it's cursed, so I can't give that to him. Amulet of Hate, no. He's not immune to charm, but giving him Berserk would mean that he'd run into combat as soon as he takes damage, and with something like Hailstorm, no. Ring of Invisibility. Is he invisible? No, he's ethereal. Making him invisible would be alright. He wouldn't be able to be targeted by attacks. Ring of Protection would be good just to buff up his, buff up his stats a bit more. Armor 5. Bloodstone Ring, he doesn't need more hit points. I think he's already a combat caster. So does that help him? Armor 5. 13 magic resistance. Above all, I would really want one of those amulets which give you regeneration for him. I would give that to him instead of the Amulet of Protection. He can't wear the rainbow armor. What's that? Oh, Spirit Eye, right, you can't. I mean, that makes him a bit more fearsome. He's ethereal, so he has a 75% chance of dodging any non-magical attacks. And then it's got to, if they do hit, they would have to get through his 5 armor. And his 13 magic resistance. Is it possible to get a hero which is able to cast regeneration? Possibly. Maybe one of the nature mages could do that, but it's not guaranteed that they cast it on him anyway. Like, this could be good. Poison aura and poison resistance. That way he wouldn't be able to be hurt by that, and if he got stuck in melee, he would be able to poison enemies around him. He's also a big target, so I think it would actually poison like more squares around him. When I had it on like one of these guys, it was just these squares. But if it's on him, then I would assume it would be like that. What's this do? High gold, silver, and iron arcana. Where did I get that from? I don't have any of those spells, so it doesn't spell classes, it doesn't matter. Can't wear gloves in the forest. He can only use a sword and 2 miscellaneous. This is the process of thug designing. People who have played Dominions would be very familiar with this. This is where you take a powerful base unit and you put magic items on it to cover up weaknesses and make it able to basically solo most armies on its own. You can make thugs out of spellcasters if they have the right spells which you can use to cast buffs early on in the fight, but I think preferably they tend to be a melee-focused one. Hmm. Yeah, so, I mean, that makes him scarier. But again, regeneration would be nice there. But I don't have that, unfortunately. Let's have a look at the map. Well, the undead aren't really much long for the world. There's Thorismund with a bunch of undead. And there's a single Frost Titan holding this tower. Ah, he's got the Crystal Heart. Ah, that would be great on him. Regeneration, 100 poison resistance. That basically covers the other angles which I'd want to. Some more undead. A lot more undead. I wonder if there's a limit to how many undead the AI can raise. How many is there? Oh, it doesn't tell me. What are you? Silver Arcana Sorceress. Okay. Doesn't look like they have any of the stronger undead. They've just got long dead and all. What's that? Oh, it's a black cat. The cat is useless for just about any task, but for some reason it seems to be attracted to the witch's magic. Yeah, I guess this is the witch's faction. Where's their leader? Where's their starting point? There's the dwarves. Just a neutral faction. Is this her? Amy the Scarlet Sister. Scarlet Sisterhood consists of female wizards with a wide variety of talents. They offer their services to whoever can pay the most, and they have no qualms about using their own formidable powers for destructive purposes. Got an army with four dragons, 1 griffin, a war elephant, bunch of trolls, yetis, frost winter wolves, some frost titans, a raven with a ring, spirit ring, ethereal and floating, and frogs and toads. What about you? Oh, goblin chieftain. What's that? Wound fend amulet. Slash resistance. Hey. Anything else? Any other items there? Stun helm. We had one of those. Staff of lightning. Chain lightning. Well, there's the capital down there. What's that called? Solanopolis. Yeah, you can see this is a large settlement. A lot of the capital. It's a 2x2. It's got four different districts to it. It's quite a distance from us. Oh, there's a little island all the way over here. There's an island as well. Oh, that might be their capital there. Okay. Frost Citadel. Another thing there. Winter wolves. That. There's all those titans. There. And there. Oh yeah, and oh. I guess my army disappeared when I quit, but this demon I was fighting just stays there. I thought all the demons in my army would have actually gone on to be neutral. Maybe they are, but I can't see them. You can see they're expanding the snow further south over the game. Yeah. Anyway. What's the score graphs? Me. Oh dear. Well, I didn't take over that much land. I think I would have been... I do think I was scaled higher than this. The undead faction, I would have been able to deal with pretty well. They just had a bunch of undead, long dead, and soulless and all that. Hello, Kibbits. Welcome, welcome. What color are we? We're orange. But I'd like to think my armies were a lot stronger than what the game's presenting here. And even though I didn't have much in the way of map control, we still had a fair bit more power. But I was also finding it difficult to expand as a Demonologist. It's getting those sacrifices. You need to invade Inferno earlier. I only invaded it because there was an event which opened a gate, and I went for it. I thought it would be tougher to get through Inferno, honestly, but it wasn't too bad. So, let's see. I mean, yeah, but I was the only one utilizing sacrifices. Okay. Well, that will be it for the Demonologist. Well, thank you very much for joining, and hope you join me again when we just soon, just after I finish this, start with a new game. So we'll see you then.